everyone. Welcome back to My Cup of Tea. As you know, it's May, so it's graduation season.
Yay!
So we're here with an episode on the adulting, aka your life after graduation, because it gets real.
Tip number 1. Prepare yourself before you walk across that stage.
Girl, won't
Save
do it?
your money if you know you don't have a position right out of school.
Like,
Know
if you're
where you're
working
living.
at a restaurant right now, you should, like, save half of your checks as you go along. If you know you want to pop out for graduation and you don't want to be, like, low budget, you should probably start saving, like, right now so you can buy your graduation outfits.
No
if you
more
don't have a
happy
position,
hours.
yeah, don't go to happy hour, like, have a cocktail at home,
We
things
know
like
that's
that.
Buy a cheap bottle of wine and, get it
Yeah.
popping.
Don't drink Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe just drink Friday. You really need to start preparing financially right now.
As well as financially, where you're living. If you're going to stay where your school is, if you're going to move away from home, if you're going to go back home, you might want to hit your parents up and say, hey, I'm coming back. Is my room not a storage closet? Like, you want to make sure. The
Adrian
room,
Bailon was talking about that on The Real. Like, she was saying how after Cheetah Girls, she was broke. And she felt like a failure about, like, going home. And don't be scared to go home. If you do not have a job or some place to lay your head or a position, I'm all for going out there and chasing your dreams. But you want to make sure you have a roof over your head. And home, where your parents are, and a home-cooked meal in your bed. If you got to go home to get it right for a couple of months, do that.
So, tip number 2 is develop a positive mindset.
Won't need to it.
The reason for that is because you will live in Marvin's room. You will lose the key to Marvin's room and get stuck in Marvin's room if you do not secure a positive mindset before graduation, upon graduating, and weeks after graduating.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to be optimistic. Have to. Like, positivity is key. And just being around you, like, no one wants to be around a negative person. Everyone is struggling. Like, the transition between being a college student and being an adult is a rough one. So just try to make it the best. Everyone is going through the same struggle as you. But if you are positive and you have some faith and you praying and you doing what you got to do, God will definitely make sure that your dreams come true.
I guess this can be like tip 3. If you don't graduate with a position, which sometimes doesn't happen, if you do have one, congratulations. If you don't be afraid to, like, temp for a little while. It'll keep a little bit of money in your pocket, and they've always got jobs for you. So I would say temp. If anything, apply to multiple temp agencies. That way you can keep the money rolling while you're trying to get to your dreams and get this dream job that you want.
Yes.
While you're home, so your parents don't be like, listen, you in my pockets every 5 seconds. So I would say if you can't temp or find something part-time in the meantime, in between time.
Oh, and to Sasha's point, like, humility is not something that everybody is born with, but it's something that you need to have once you graduate. Like, even for the most put together of people, you may just stumble upon, like, too many rocks that you just tripping, and being humble will save your life.
And to piggyback on what Sash said, don't be scared to intern too. Like, you do have a degree, but an internship is a way to get your foot in the door, get you to know who you need to know so you can have the position that you want. Like, a degree does not guarantee you making $50,000, $60,000 in certain industries.
Right out of school.
You are going to have to pave your way from the ground up. And sometimes that makes the best success stories. Like,
I was broke for like 6 months, and then they was like, here's a full-time position.
You work your butt off. And sometimes that internship can have you skip a step and you could be above and beyond. Girl.
And tip number 4, patience for the things that take
time.
That is the quote I live by.
Exactly. Like, we all go into a situation, right? Like, when you go into college, you're like, I'm going to go and get a journalism degree, so I'm going to be a journalist.
Nope.
Right? But there are, like, so many steps that you have to take in order to get to that position. So you have to realize, like, you need to have patience because your dreams are worth waiting for.
Tip number 5, do not have any expectations. No expectations. I would say, like, coming out of college, just come out of whatever university or college you came from being extremely open-minded. Like, everyone does have, like, steps in a path, but your path can have you going in so many different directions. So just enjoy your journey, because this is only the beginning, and know that, like, you're gonna work at many jobs before you get to where you want to be. You're going to work at so many different companies. You're going to have so many different positions. So don't be in a rush to just be this mega star right now. You're young, have fun, learn as much as you want, and don't think that you have something like it's a black and white plan that you're going to be going to be a superstar, because you're damn sure.
And
No.
in addition to that, what you think you might want to do, you might not end up doing that. So let's say you have a degree in journalism. You might end up doing philanthropy.
That's
like
my
it might,
right now.
your path, as she said, might go in a different direction, and you might end up doing something completely and totally different than what you think you might be doing. So, granted, you might have a dream right now, but you might work at one of these positions that she was talking about, and be like, okay, I think I like this a little more than this, and now you're on a completely different path, and then everything changes. So,
and that leads to our tip number 6. Don't forget your dreams. Just because you are in a position right now does not mean that it is permanent. Just because something is putting money in your wallet right now, it is not up to you to say, well, I just am going to make money right now and forget about everything that I want to become. Right? So, like, right now, I have a job that is a career, but it is not my intended career. So, I'm still working on pursuing what I want to do in life. So, as a graduate, make sure that you're not forgetting your dream, even though you're being patient, you're being humble, and you're preparing yourself for the next level.
You should
believe it. Hey.
I'm not ready. I'm sorry.
I had another step.
To keep going with Lex's point, like, you should be working 2 jobs at all time. You have a 9 to 5, and then you have a 5 to 9. What you do at your 9 to 5 to make sure that your bills is paid and your rent is paid and you can look fly and you could be at every brunch or happy hour and club event is your business. But when you get home from 9, I won't say to 5 a.m., but from 9 to whatever time you get home, you go to sleep, you should be really, like, working hard to make sure that your dreams are coming true. Like, do not waste a second thinking like, okay, I'll do this next year, I'll do this tomorrow. Any little thing, even if you're creating a logo, a business plan, if you're having a meet and greet with someone who could be your videographer, like, make sure you are busting your behind, because there are 50 other people behind you that are working so much harder than you.
Absolutely.
Like the Everest commercial, do it now. There's Everest. Do it now.
What is Everest?
When he was like, you're sitting on the couch. Why
Oh! I'm like,
do it now.
I'm like, is that the soul?
And going into tip number 8, if you don't do it right the first time, do it again.
And
again. Do not allow yourself to be complacent and okay with mediocrity. You're going to find out that when you graduate, a lot of things that you thought were going to go one way are going to go a certain way that you did not expect. You didn't like the way it went? Do it again. You have time. You're young.
And you can learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. You can do your thing.
And you'll be like, okay, I did it this way. That's not right. So let me remix that and try it again. And if that don't work, you remix that and you try it again. You know how many remixes Diddy done put out, DJ Khaled done put out?
This is supposed to be a serious video, and they are just like,
no, but that's real life.
It's real. We having fun.
That's real life.
Tip number 9: know your worth.
Come on, Jesus.
Know your worth. Now, with being humble, I think that you should know what you can bring to the table. And I know you should be able to sell yourself so that you can get the salary that you do deserve. Now, sometimes you might have to take a couple of dollars less. But if you know that you are a $60,000 type of person and someone's trying to give you $30 for it, that's not the opportunity for you. So just know your worth, really know your brand, know what you're bringing to the table, and make sure that you're bringing something to the table, because any opportunity that you're working for is a two-way street. No one wants to hire you and you are not making and improving their brand and taking it to the next level.
And moving forward with that, with tip number 10, if you know your worth, you gotta put the work in. Like 110% means 110% from the time you wake up.
So those were our tips from you girls from My Cup of Tea. We have experienced it, so we are giving it to you guys.
We're giving you
As
the
best
real.
as we possibly can.
I don't know why I wanted to say that.
So just finally be financially responsible and
Have fun.
enjoy it while you can, because once you're out, it gets
Graduation
real.
goes by so fast. I would enjoy your grad week. Seniors, you're probably done with classes. Enjoy this downtime. Start packing up your dorm room or an apartment now, so you ain't got to worry about that after graduation. But really just be in the moment. Graduation, you worked so hard for it. It's going to go by so fast.
Once in a lifetime.
This is one of the biggest moments of your life. You done spent a lot of hard-earned coins.
Loans and Sally about to come knocking at your door.
Girl.
That's why I keep moving. Oh.
So just enjoy it. From My Cup of Tea, we want to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
We want
Happy
to
graduation, y'all.
Congratulations to you.
Once you guys see this, I have my degree already.
She had to make that very clear.
I got that.
2015
It's on-
December grade.
It's on the wall already, but I will have been going back to Howard to walk across the stage and see my Barack OBZ give the commencement speech. You gonna do me. I'm like, you gonna give me my moment.
We're excited. Sasha watched us do it last year.
Sure did.
And
It was a great time. We had a good time.
we
y'all.
about to turn up in
About to
May.
do it again.
For HU15, I just want to say this is graduation part 2.
I dusted off my cap and gown already.
Mine is in the cleaners, and my cap is
Hello.
already did.
Oh, you
so
thought I was not going to see Obama. They better not add another color to that
I'm
damn
sorry.
cap and gown.
Child, class 2016, I'm sorry because y'all about to get the business. Because I'm sure 2015 is not playing.
We're really not playing.
Yeah.
Like, we're coming to
I'm
take
bringing
over.
my cap and gown.
Granted, I'm a member of 2015 as well, but I'm supposed to
Coming to a graduation near you.
Bye, y'all.
Later, y'all.